Alright, let's hop back into it. Alright, so we're in domination. So we're gonna go ahead and pull all these bombs off, because they are a waste. Not saying that there aren't ground targets, but fuck are we gonna do? And while this plane's now done, this one's on its way out the door in terms of being done, that means I need to work on these three. So we're gonna go ahead and hop in. Let's go worst plane, best plane. And anyone who knows the A6, you can't put anything on it except for sometimes a drop pod. I don't know if that's for fuel. You can't drop it though. It doesn't make any sense to have it. Some days I question why they put random shit in the game where it's literally ineffective to any part of the game. Skins I get, everybody wants to personalize their plane, and it does somewhat if you have them on and you know what color plane your teammates are in. Essentially, it helps in realism battles, but it doesn't necessarily do anything in arcade mode, which is where I spend most of my time on here if I'm in the air battles.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We need to regain control of it immediately.
Now, I'm not playing on a stupid high resolution or anything like that. I have my PlayStation 5 set up so that it runs smoothly because I don't necessarily care how good the graphics are. If I'm competing with somebody and he's got a 90-inch 4K TV, he paid for his advantage already. And like they say that life isn't pay to win, but I beg to differ. I would say life is almost primarily pay to win in terms of some of the shit that you have to deal with in life. And personally, I'm a big fan of not necessarily the underdog winning, but of the playing field being advantageous enough to where you feel you've accomplished something, but not necessarily so advantageous that you can't be removed from that position. And this is where I feel like planes kind of speak that language, is that you can gain speed, it takes time to do so, to get altitude, retain that energy. There's a lot of mechanics that go into this, but ultimately it comes down to, did you hit your target or not? And in this case, I missed. We're going to overshoot, but I'm doing way more speed than that guy's got. I do have somebody trailing me. If it's that FW, I am in trouble. I'm going to wait till they get a shot off in my direction. There we go. That's what we wanted. We circle back in a hurry. If you can do what I just did, congratulations. I'm going to do it again. And then we're going to do another upward swoop and turn.
We are losing.
And for whatever reason, it has me locked onto somebody 5 kilometers away. Like to lock onto the guy that's trying to shoot me so that we don't have to look. There we go. You're not that guy, kid. This thing can turn. You should have left me alone. This is what I mean when I say the 7s are useless. Those are all hits. And then that's exactly my point. That guy doesn't have 7s on him. Period. It's like they're useless in this. I don't know why they keep putting them on my planes. Take it off. You're adding extra weight for nothing. I'll deal with being unarmed for 20 seconds. Are you a threat? Oh my god, my pre-look freaks out because my dead zone on my controller is interesting. Looks like he's bomber hunting, but I don't have enough speed to go get his ass. Part of why I would like to have that other plane is it has a higher end speed at greater altitude. Where I'm at plane-wise right now, like I said, most planes are averaging out where nobody has a severe advantage. But there are a few that can utilize their skills a little better. Some planes have just entirely too many guns on them. They're slower. They lost an advantage somewhere to gain some brilliance elsewhere. And in this particular case, 7s that are on here were put in an effort to keep armament and reduce weight. Now, I will agree with the fact that we didn't have too many guns on here and it became unflyable. But, as you can see, one set of 20s does so well. The 12mm, the 50 cal guns do extremely well even against larger opponents because they're able to dismantle the plane. 7s don't do that. You have to land so many shots with 7s for them to be applicable for anything. Let's get this landing in real quick. Nice and easy. Oh, my prop's out. That's not good. Awesome. Now we need to go land at it. And it's important that you get this thing inverted. Pretty much any plane higher than 2.0, they tend to have bent wings for extra lift. And it will actually screw you if you try and do it inappropriately, like, for instance, trying... Yeah, I didn't figure I was going to last much longer after I saw the first bullets. But it will screw you once you don't have any more lift and you're unable to do anything about it. You'll go into a flat spin, like a ball that gets dropped in the air. The resistance isn't good enough anywhere for it to go face down. And that's why they designed them, was to get better aerodynamic lift, but in order to get it to fall nose down, you have to turn the plane upside down. So, if you're going to lose your speed, by all means, make sure that you're over that horizon first. You've already got the spin initiated. It says there's somebody close, but I don't... Oh, there he is. Okay, so he's not down here in front of me. That F6 is screwing up. Which one is this? This is a big boy. Sir, your plane is... It's not yours anymore, I don't think. Now, the privilege of these dual prop planes is the amount of lift they can get at angle. They don't typically have a high climb rate, but that's just because they can't sustain it at lower speeds. At higher speeds, they can do some amazing stuff having dual engines. Just the amount of force and energy they can exert. That pick up and put down time gets extremely good. He's going away from me. Let's leave him out a little. He's going to run right into my guns. Run right into my guns. And Now that other plane that I'm trying to unlock has 4 30s. This one has 2 20s and 2 30s on it.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We can't let them keep it.
And yes, I did fly a little erratic for a moment there. I wasn't sure if I was being attacked, but I see now that they're a little further out than what I thought on radar. Mr. P-51, if you don't come back here and face me, I'm going to wipe you off of the map.
Is winning. We've got to counterattack.
He got close, but he never turned to look at me. Let's see if this FW wants to come down here. Looks like he does. Nope, he's climbing. He's trying to get away from me. One of the things I will say I will forever hate about War Thunder is jet ramming. And I know he's not technically in a jet, but the fact that he smacked me like that and he didn't receive damage is bananas. We are 7 deep. Arguably so, our team is garbage. They might be just having a bad run. I've seen comebacks though where we had less health than we have now and they were almost full bar and they were not able to kill anybody in the end game. Which does lead me to believe that I have a working strategy here with pulling in the worst planes first, but that also means giving the enemy points when you die. So if you can avoid dying and whittle them down, then it's very doable.
The enemy has captured the airfield. We can't let them keep
Mr.
it.
Spitfire, if you don't know that I'm back here, you might be in trouble. Who knows?
We've lost. Next fight. Victory will be ours.
He killed my engine. He has no wing. Fourth on the team. Got some good experience out of that. Got the engine injection on that J2, which means it's going to become a little more formidable. Let's go ahead and get the EFS, or start it. And we can work from there. And while I'm thinking about it, almost.